All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live, and let's get started. Let's try to make some money. How you guys doing? I know it's been a couple days. Actually, I was on vacation. I just flew back, but you guys know what it is. I'm back now, and let's get started. Let's try to make some money here. So as we can see right now, because look, I don't want to waste time. I'm sure you guys don't even want to waste time. What's up, Lawrence? How you doing? Nice to see you back. I'm doing well, man. I came off a really nice vacation, was chilling, and we're back. Let's make some money. So right now we can see on the Bitcoin chart. Yo, what's up, Sir Arab? How you doing? All right, guys. It's so good to see all of you guys again. I know like it's been a couple days, but you know what? It is what it is. Everybody needs a break once in a while, right? So let's see. Right here, we can see that on the Bitcoin chart, we're getting this reversal. And, we're getting a little bit of a pullback here. So you guys know what it is. I'm going to enter a short position. And let's just get started. Why waste time? So I'm going to enter a short position here. And I'll show you right here. So it's going to be 5 lot size. Because you guys know that's what I do. So 5 lot size right there, and I'm gonna enter a short position. So let's just go ahead and do it. Short, there we go. Trade executed, and let's get started. I'll show you guys how I set my stop loss and take profit right away. Sir Arab saying your Discord is amazing. Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate that. 12 Dog, how you doing? What's up, Betty? What's going on, everybody? All right, so I just entered this trade here. I'm going to set my stop loss. It's a this will be very, very easy to set, and I'll show you guys why. Because if we look at our open price, it's 23,200. I'm going to set my stop loss because we're in a short position. So I'm going to set it 50 points above for our stop loss. So that's going to be 250.56 just to be exact, and there's that 50 points for stop loss, and I'm going to click save right there, and take profit will be 50 points below, so 23,150.56. There we go. So 50 points above, 50 points below. You guys know what it is. That's how I set my stop loss and take profit. Always, it's 1-to-1 ratio. And what that does is it gives my trade enough room to be able to move. Because look, here's the thing. This is one thing that a lot of traders really mess up with every single day. Okay, this is one mistake I see on a regular basis. For example, you can see my take profit is right there and my stop loss is right there. Now, I've given the trade enough room to be able to move up and down. Whereas what a lot of traders will do is, I'll just take this line, let's just make it yellow. What a lot of traders will do is they'll set their stop loss very, very tight and keep their take profit really wide. But what that's doing is you're not really giving the trade enough room to be able to move, right? And which is why my stop loss is all the way up there. And right here is my take profit. So it's 50 points above, 50 points below, 1-to-1 ratio always, okay? Michael Esteban is saying my stop loss is liquidity price. Oh my God. You know what? Here's the thing. I know you might be joking, but there's a lot of people that actually trade like that. And what Michael means is a lot of people, they set their stop loss, or technically they don't even set stop loss, and they just leave it at their liquidation price, which means that after that, their account is pretty much blown. So here's the thing. The reason I never do that is because I don't want to blow accounts. I haven't blown an account in a very, very long time. And why is that? The reason is because I'm always only risking less than 1% of my balance, okay? She's just saying, how much leverage do you use? So I always use less than, for leverage, what I'm doing is it's 1 to 500, but remember, I'm only risking less than 1% of my balance always. Okay, so here's the thing. Right now, I'm risking around 1/10 of a percent, 1/10 of a percent. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that, for example, if you had $1,000 account and you only risked $1. That's pretty much what I'm doing, guys. Out of $1,000, I'm only risking $1. Okay. Now, if you're doing a trade that you're risking out of $1,000, $1, how would you feel if that trade hits stop loss or even hits take profit? You would just shrug it off because it's such a small amount, it's such a small percentage that it doesn't really matter. And that's the mistake that I see a lot of traders do, is they trade with such high amounts, such high percentages, that it matters to them. And the moment it matters to you, the moment that you have feelings involved, is the moment that you will get wrecked, okay? And I will be the only person online talking about getting wrecked, because what all of these people are trying to do online is do all this clickbaity stuff. Oh, how to turn, I'm pretty sure, look, I promise you guys have probably heard how I turned like $100 into $1 million, or how I turned 1K into 100K. All of those things, all of those clickbait titles, none of them are real. Don't ever listen to those guys, because they're all scamming, okay? And the reason they're all scamming is because it's not sustainable. There's no strategy that will ever be able to, on a consistent basis, 100x your account. It's impossible, because here's the thing. The reason why you will never be able to consistently 100x your account is because you would get to the billions very, very quickly, and it's impossible, okay? But here's the thing. There is a lot of opportunity in the markets. The only thing that you have to understand is keep your expectations very, very, very realistic, okay? So what's my, Joe Black is saying, what's your daily percentage if average? So on a regular basis, I'm just trying to make around 0.5% or so, a 0.25% or 0.5%. On a daily basis. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm not aiming for something ridiculous, because when most traders try to trade every single day, you guys know, for anyone who's done this before, you guys know, you're saying, okay, I've got a $500 account. Today, let me get it to 1,000. You're trying to do 100% gains in one day. It's unsustainable, which is why it's important to understand that, starting an account with only $100 or $200 is actually doing yourself a big disservice. And the reason is because, on $100, I would only do trades of like 10 cents or 50 cents. Are you okay with only making 50 cents a day? That's the question you have to ask yourself if you open an account with $100, right? Because if I open an account with $100, I know I can grow it. That's not the issue. Growing it on a regular basis is not the issue. It's how much are you growing it, right? And what's the risk that you're putting in? So what I'm trying to do is I'm risking less than 1% of my balance, right? Now, 1% of $100 is a far different number than 1% of 10,000. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, like, how much do I start with? How much do I start with? What it really comes down to is understanding that, any real trader knows the real number will always be 10 to 50,000, okay, to start. If someone is trying to do it full time, like if I'm trying to do it full time, I would need to start an account with at least 10 to 50,000, because look at it, 1% of that, 1% of 10,000 is $100, okay? 0.5% is $50. So if I'm just trying to make $50 a day or $100 a day, I would at least need a $10,000 account, because here's the thing. I need a big cushion so I'm away from the liquidity price. Okay, like I don't want to be close to getting liquidated on a daily basis. And anyone who's traded before knows it's very, very normal for a lot of new traders to start and just say, okay, $500. If I can just do a huge trade and get that one nice entry, and it does one of these moves, there we go. I turn my 500 into like $2,000. But here's the thing, the chances of you getting that are very, very low. So how is it that I'm able to make money on a regular basis when most traders end up losing money on a regular basis? Why is that? Let's go through that. Okay. The reason is because, I've understood that I have to keep my emotions very, very separate from my trading, okay? So when I'm trading, I don't look at it as, oh, let me just try to make that, let me try to like 5x or 100x. I don't look at it like that. And on the other hand, I'm risking such a small amount that it doesn't really affect my account if my trade hits stop loss. Okay, that's such a big thing, because usually when a trade for you or for any of these traders hits stop loss, it's such a huge hit mentally and account wise. You know what I mean? It's such a big hit for a lot of people, because I know you guys are doing this. I know you're starting an account with like 200 and you're trying to make that into 2,000. And I'm telling you, because of that rush that you're trying to get, okay, I'm like quickly going to do this. Because of that rush, you're making very, very bad decisions. Okay. Now, here's the thing. What I have learned is to, over time, by actually, when I started trading, I've been trading for over 10 years now. When I started trading, I made all of those mistakes. And I want you guys to understand, I actually made all the mistakes that you guys are making. And I've lost a lot of money doing it, right? But what I've learned over time is, okay, don't do this. Okay, don't do this. Okay, don't do this. And by learning what not to do, it's actually helped me a lot. So let me go through a couple of those things. So actually, if you guys listen to this, it might propel your trading journey years and years ahead. Okay, so first of all, always set stop loss and take profit. I know a lot of you people, might think, oh, like that's so basic, right? Like, of course you should set stop loss and take profit. But guess what? I know that there's so many times where a lot of you guys who are listening are not doing that. You know you should be doing it. It's like working out. You know you should be working out. But how many of you guys are really working out? The same way, setting stop loss and take profit, you just have to do, okay? And I always set my stop loss and take profit because I want to make sure, first of all, I'm not getting greedy. If the trade is going in my favor, what happens is greed comes into play. Oh, maybe it'll go a little higher. Maybe it'll go a little higher, right? So it's important to understand that the market doesn't care about you. The market doesn't even know you're in a trade. Like, the market is too big for your small account. Even my small account, my account's at like 200, my account's around 270K. This is peanuts. Okay, this is peanuts. This is a very, very small account. And even my trades, the market doesn't even notice it, doesn't even realize it. It's such a small size. There's people trading in the millions, in the tens of millions, in the hundreds of millions. So for us, for most people who are here with maybe 50K, 100K, 200K, or even less or even more around there, for the market doesn't care what we do. That's why we should also not let our emotions affect or dictate our trading. Okay, so that's a very, very important thing. That's why I always set stop loss to take profit, prevent that fear aspect and prevent that greed aspect. All of those emotions will not help. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is minimizing risk. Okay, anyone who tells you to 100x this and that, you're gonna lose your money. Okay, anyone who's like a 100% hit rate, you're gonna lose your money. None of those things are real, okay? Those are like lottery tickets. Obviously, winning the lottery is real. Like, there are people who have done it, but what are the chances? So I wouldn't, like, the way I look at trading is, this is my income. I don't have a job. I don't work a job, or I don't do anything else. This is all I do. And I do it for like an hour to 3 hours a day. I do a couple trades. I make usually around $500 to $2,000 a day. Depends on the day, depends on the amount of trades, but usually around $500 to $2,000 a day. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to do on a daily basis. Now, look at my account size, okay? Look at my account size. 270,000, and I'm aiming for just 500 to 2,000 a day. What that means is my risk is very, very small. So I'm always risking less than 1% of my balance. If you guys understood that, it would make a lot of sense why I'm able to grow this account on an everyday basis. All right. Okay, so for everybody who's just joining, welcome to the live. I'm here. I was just on vacation, but I'm here every single day, and I will be here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys how I make money, answering your questions, going through everything step by step, anything that you guys want to know. And I'm going to be telling you the real. And if you want to not listen to clickbait stuff, because here's the thing. I will never sell you anything, okay? I don't have a course that you can buy. I will never, ever trade for you. I will never DM you. I will never sell you a bot. Never, ever send me any money, okay? Like, I'm doing pretty well as is. I don't need anyone's money. I want you guys to just come here, learn, don't have to pay nothing, and just be able to benefit you guys. That's really the whole purpose of this, because check this out. Here's the thing. Let me oh yeah, for everybody who's just joining, if you guys want access to the range bars, which is pretty much what my whole strategy is based on, make sure right now, give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio. It's completely free. There's no paywall. You don't have to pay anything. I've made a whole bunch of videos you guys can just watch. You guys can just learn from a whole bunch of trading tips in there. And access to the range bars is completely free. So make sure right now you guys give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio to get access to all the range bars that are here on the screen on the right. And if you guys want to know where I'm trading, I know a lot of people are asking where I'm trading. I'm trading on tradexn.com. That's the broker I'm using because you guys know I don't only trade crypto. I actually trade gold. Obviously, it's closed right now. Gold, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. So I'm actually trading all three of these pairs, and I could do that all here. And the reason I'm using these guys is because it's actually been about a year so far, and so far so good. They have zero commission. I'll show you guys right here. Look, commission is zero. They just have spread, which is also very, very low, right? So, hey, what's up, everybody? That's why I'm using tradexn.com. That's the broker I'm using. Yes, like I said, so far so good. And the range bars, do they work in most trade? Okay, so here's the thing. The range bars are amazing. They're running on our website, and they run on the Forex pair. So you guys can see right here, we've got all the major Forex pairs. We've got stocks, we've got indices, we even have gold and oil, and we have crypto, obviously everybody's favorite to trade. So whatever market that you want to be trading, we've got the range bars for you. They do have audio signals that are automated, that run. Again, you don't have to pay anything. All you got to do is give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio to get access to these range bars. And let's see, what is my strategy? All right. So, hey, Sam, thanks for the gift. Appreciate that. So Easy is saying, I traded your range bars for 2 days, lost. Okay. So here's the thing, Easy. What you're saying is that you did something for 2 days, it didn't work, and now you're saying that you've given up on it. Imagine if people did something for 2 days and gave up on it. Do you guys think we would have everything we have right now? Imagine if, like, for example, imagine if you worked out for 2 days and you didn't get abs, and you would say, this obviously doesn't work. I didn't get abs. So it's the same thing. Imagine if scientists, like everybody who's built all of this technology and all of this stuff, gave up after 2 days of trying. So remember, it's really all about consistency, okay? And consistency over a long period of time. Do you go to school for 2 days and say, listen, hey, I'm a surgeon, or listen, hey, I'm an engineer? No, obviously not. It takes years, okay? So the same way, why does it have to be any different for trading? For me, when it came to trading, it took me around 3 to 4 years to be able to, learn all of the things that I've learned, be able to really get a grip on it. But here's the thing. Now, the reason that it took me 3 to 4 years is because I had to make a whole bunch of mistakes. Nobody was there telling me, oh, don't do this, don't do this. Most of the things that I'm telling you guys is not what to do, it's what not to do, okay? That's really what I'm here telling you guys, what not to do, okay? So hopefully you guys can learn and propel your trading career and journey ahead by just being able to understand that all of these mistakes that I made, if you just don't make them, you'll just be better off. Because look, I did that thing where I would start an account with $200 and I would try to make it into $2,000. I did that, and I'm telling you right now, it doesn't work because you're gonna get greedy, right? You're gonna end up blowing that account. So what chart are those on the right? So these are called range bars. I'm going to go through what range bars are right now. So the way that range bars work, like for example, okay, let's just look at this Bitcoin chart right here. So this one right here is Bitcoin. And this is the time-based candles for Bitcoin. Okay. Now we can see that they look very, very different here. And the reason is because these range bars are only based on points. So they only work when they only move when the market actually moves. So they don't just move, every 5 minutes there's a new one generated. That's not how it works. The only way that the range bars are generated is when the market moves. So what that does is, if you look at all of these chart, it looks so clean, a very clean uptrend, a downtrend, uptrend, right? So that's how what the range bars are. Now, how do I use them? I always enter on the reversal. Okay, what does that mean? So for example, right here, let's just look at this chart right here. So this is for NASDAQ. We can see we were in an uptrend. Over here, we got this reversal. I would enter a short position, ride this down, and that's a profitable trade. And we can see right here, we were in a downtrend. Right here, we reversed into an uptrend. Over here, I would enter a long position, and then I would ride this up. It's range bars. Samuel is saying, what's your broker? So the broker I'm using right now is tradexn.com. That's the broker that I'm using. Tradexn.com, because I can trade all the markets here: forex, gold, commodities, indices, and crypto. So right here, tradexn.com, and they have zero commission and very low spread. For sure, Betty, I got you. Health Vibes is saying, how much volume does it take to move a range bar? That's a really good question. So it's 15 points wick to wick, and what that does is it actually gives us a very nice indication. It's not too noisy, because here's the thing. Let me explain to you how noise is actually such a bad thing in trading, and what do I even mean by noise. Okay, so let's say if we go to the 1 minute chart. Okay, if we go to the 1 minute chart, look at this PSAR indicator. Okay, so it's the dots or stars above and below, right? Look at this indicator. There's so many reversals. Okay, so we're in a downtrend, never mind, we're in an uptrend. We're in a downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. So there's so many reversals here. It's so noisy. But if I go to the 5 minute chart, it's so much cleaner. Okay, so this is a downtrend, this is an uptrend, this is a downtrend, this is an uptrend. So it's a much cleaner look because there's less noise. Okay, so there goes my monitor. So there we go. Now, how does PSAR work? So this is one of the indicators that I'm using to confirm my trades. Now, let me explain to you how to get it. If you just go to your indicators list right here, parabolic SAR, I just use default settings and I click OK. Now, I get these dots or stars above and below the chart. Now, when they're below the chart, as we can see right here, below the chart, that means we're in an uptrend. And look at this huge move that we could have seen, by just following the PSAR. It was showing that we're in an uptrend right here. And look at how far up we came. This is hundreds and hundreds of points. And again, look at where we reversed using the PSAR. We reversed right here, and look at how far down it came. So, and this is where it was saying that, okay, we're in a downtrend. So now here's what it comes down to. What I do is I use the range bars to show me, okay, are we reversing in the larger trend? Then I'll use the PSAR to confirm that trade, okay? And it's really all about as many confirmations as you can get in order to be able to, see or have the highest chances of getting a successful trade. Hey, what's up, ATG Trades? How you doing? All right, let's see. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Jigsaw? How's it going? Exactly. Danny is saying, if I understand the range bars, they just depict the trend without considering the time. Exactly. So they're not time-based, and what that does is it shows us exactly just what the market is doing. It's not telling us like, in these 5 minutes the market did this. No, that's noise, because if you really think about it, the market price has nothing to do with time at all, ever. never ever does it have anything to do with time. So why would we analyze candles that are based on time? It makes no sense. Whereas if we look at the range bars, now looking at the range bars, we can tell, okay, over here we were in a very clear uptrend. Okay, it's not based on time. It's not like, oh, maybe we were in an uptrend. No, very clearly we were in an uptrend. We reversed, we went into a downtrend, then we reversed again, we went into an uptrend. So that's why the range bars to me are like the cheat code to trading, because what they do is they just show me exactly what the market's doing, and all I got to do is wait for a reversal. And that's how I use the range bars. So the way I use the range bars is I don't enter mid-trend, okay? I don't enter mid-trend because I don't know when it's going to reverse. So what I do is I always wait for a trend to finish. As soon as we're getting the reversal, that's when I start to enter the trade. So for everybody who's just joining, welcome to the live. I'm here every single day showing you guys how I how I trade, how I make money, how I set stop loss, take profit, all of those things. And if you want access to a whole bunch of videos I've made and these range bars completely for free, and you never have to pay to learn anything, because remember, I don't believe in that. All you got to do is give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio, and you can get access to all of this stuff. And the community, by the way, is amazing. Everybody is super helpful. Anytime you have any questions or any of those things, just pop into the Discord, ask someone, and someone will definitely help you. So easy. What I do is I'll just wait for the first reversal candle to start generating, and I'll enter, because what I want to do is I want to be able to enter as early as possible, right? So as long as I can enter as early as possible, it gives me the highest chance of having that trade being successful. Because here's the thing, even I don't have 100% hit ratio. My accuracy using the range bars, entering, using confirmations is around 60 to 65%. Now remember, this isn't school. 60 to 65% in school is like, oh, you're like a whatever regular person. But in trading, 60 to 65% is a profitable strategy. And I'll show you guys, and I'll show you something that nobody will ever show you. So WV, I'm trading BTC right now because crypto is open. But yes, all of the other markets are closed. And yeah, for anybody wondering where I'm trading on tradexn.com. That's the broker I'm using because, I've been using them for about a year now. So far, so good. They have zero commission, and they have very low spread. Okay. Let's see right here. So there we go. So we just hit stop loss on that trade, which is totally fine, because remember, my risk is so small that it doesn't really matter. Now here's the thing. I'll show you guys, for anybody wondering if I am, if I'm actually profitable, or if I actually know what I'm talking about. So here's the thing. This is my account for the past 30 days. I'm at around just over 11K, and I'll show you guys my trades. Okay. Right here. So obviously not all of my trades hit take profit. There's a lot of trades that also hit stop loss, and that is normal. That's very, very normal. So anyone who says, oh, like it's 100% hit rate, they're lying to you, because it's impossible to get 100%. Okay, so if we kind of tally these up, it's around 60 to 65% accuracy. That's what I have. And then in the past year, I'll show you guys how much I've done. Let it just load. So over the past 365 days, I'm at 213,000. So why am I in a sell position when the range bars are in an up? So what happened was we were getting this reversal candle, so I entered the short position because the PSAR at that time was also showing a downtrend. So I got those two confirmations, I entered it, but it hit stop loss, which is totally fine. All right. So T-chess, yeah. So I saw those two. Like, here's the thing. when I started, when I was looking for brokers, a couple years ago, I found like LMFX. I don't know if you guys know about LMFX or IQ options. I was using them like early 2015, 2016, back in the day when they were also new. Right now, LMFX, like, they're all in the billions and stuff. But when they started and they were new, it was the same thing. Like, their online presence wasn't the best. But over time, as they grew, it got better and better. But I contacted their support. It was really good. They had really low fees. And I was using LMFX like for a long time. But as they've grown, so have their fees, and so have, like, all of that stuff. So last year, I was actually looking for, another broker to switch to. And then I found these guys. I contacted their support. It was pretty good. You guys can even email them yourself if you have any questions. They respond pretty fast. So I kind of went back and forth. Everything seemed good. I tried a deposit withdrawal. Everything was good. And I've been using them for the past year. I just withdrew like 40K about like 2-3 months ago. I'll probably be doing another withdrawal soon, maybe of like 10-15K. Hopefully that answers your question. For leverage here, I have 1 to 500, but remember, I'm never like maxing out my leverage. I'm still just using 5 lot size, and I'm still minimizing my risk to less than, 1%. All right. So easy saying makes no sense. Why keep 270K there? So that's a really good question. So the reason why a lot of people think the same thing. Oh, why do you need a 200K in that account if you're just trying to make $500? Because here's the thing: the percentage of risk is so small that it doesn't affect my account at all, really. Because my risk is so small, it doesn't really matter when I'm hitting my stop loss or take profit. Mentally, to me, it's like such a small percentage. I just shrug it off. But what happens is I'm following the strategy consistently, and I'm very, very far away from that liquidation or that margin, so that I never have to be worried. Now, here's the thing. Most traders, when you guys are trading, you guys are stressed, you're worried, you're sweating, you're just nervous. And the reason is because, you have an account with whatever your account size is, 500 or whatever, but you're risking like 300 or 400 out of that. So I'm risking 200 to 500 right now, but because the percentage risk is like 0.1%, for me, it's not a big deal, but for you, it's a big deal. So does that make sense? That's why any real trader knows it's very, very important to have a large balance so that you're not close to that liquidation. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just going to grab some water. I'll be right back. All right. Can you double your account in 1 month? Okay, so here's the thing. It really just depends on how many trades you're doing, what the strategy is, what's your risk percentage. I would never try to double my account or do any of those things. Think about it in any of those ways, because you're setting yourself up for failure, okay? And I'm going to explain to you why. All right. So let's look at how the hedge funds and institutional traders, the ones who are really making a lot of money in the market, how are they doing it? Okay, so let's just look at them. You'll see a hedge fund that said, oh, we just cleared $50 million this year. Okay, we just cleared $50 million. It's been a great year. And now all of you guys are wondering, holy, that's so crazy. They just made 50 mil. That's amazing. Can I do that while trading with a $100 account? What you have to realize is that their actual account size is like $1 billion. right? So what they've done is they've just made like 5% on that $1 billion, right? So no hedge fund and no institutional trader you will ever hear say, oh, we like 5x our account or we 10x our account. But everybody, all of these people who are trying to learn how to trade are saying, oh, like, let me start with 500 and let me 10x that to 5,000. So here's what you have to understand. It's that it's not about taking a small amount and trying to make a huge amount. And yes, I do have both arms, thank God. There's someone saying, do you only have one arm? No, I've got two, that's 4, 2 arms. And so there you go. Now, here's the thing. It's about taking a small amount. It's not about taking a small amount and trying to make a huge return on it. It's about taking a larger amount and making a small amount regularly. Okay, that's what it's about. It's about taking a larger amount and making a small amount regularly. For example, if I told you, hey, let's take 100,000 and let's try to make $1,000. Okay, so that's 1%. That doesn't seem too hard, right? That's like, oh, that's reasonable. That's, understandable. But if I say, okay, let's take $1,000 and let's try to turn it into 100,000, now that's 100x. So that's like, okay, that's crazy. You're trying to turn 1,000 into 100,000. Is it possible? Potentially, but is it likely to happen? I don't know. Right? So here's the thing. There is a lot of potential in the markets. I'm not going to say there isn't. There are people who are doing 10x, 5x, 100x. Of course there are. But most likely and most people who are actually profitable are just doing small percentage gains on a regular basis. And that's really how most traders are making money. You have $10 and 1 to 50 leverage account. How many size lots do you need to make good gains? So here's the thing. $10 is a very, very small amount to start with. Obviously, like, you can start with however much you want. When I was practicing, when I was trying to, learn, I would always start an account with at least 1 to 5,000 just to be able to have a huge cushion. And then I would do trades of 0.01 lot size, which is the smallest lot size possible. What that does is the trade is in the pennies. Okay, so the trade is worth like 50 cents or $1. Now imagine how many hundreds, potentially even thousands of trades I can do with $1,000 or $5,000 account if I'm doing 0.01 lot size trades. And what that's doing is it's giving me a lot of experience. It's giving me a lot of practice setting stop loss, lots of practice doing all of those things, which are really important to learn. And now, once I've perfected a strategy that's profitable. Remember, nothing will be 100%, nothing will be even 90% or 80. Like, those are really, really high numbers, and I don't know of anyone that has such high numbers in accuracy. It's pretty much impossible. So you need to just have a strategy that's somewhat profitable and you're consistently using it. Okay, so that's really what it comes down to. All right, let's see. Danny is saying, just a personal question. Did you compound this account over time? And how long did it take you? Yeah, so here's the thing. I started this account with 80K, last year, at the beginning of last year. And with a lot of aggressive trading and trading daily very, very heavily, I was able to turn it into I did around 200K profit. You set your stop loss? Yeah, for sure. What's the most you've made in a day? I think around like 3,000, something like that, 4,000. You set your stop loss always. Trade on 1 and 5 minute swing is a lot harder these days with news coming out. So here's the thing, Cloud9. What it really comes down to is understanding that I don't trade based on this chart at all. So even though I have it set to 5 minutes, the 5 minute is only for the PSAR. It's not to be able to analyze these candles. What I'm pretty much doing is I'm just what's it called, using these range bars to tell me which way the trend is going, and then entering on the reversals. That's pretty much all I'm doing. How long do you spend in front of the charts per day on average? Trade King is saying I usually trade for around 1 to 3 hours daily. That's pretty much what I'm doing. What's the exchange? Okay, so where I'm trading right now is tradexn.com. That's the broker that I'm using because I could trade all the markets here. It's not just crypto, because I know a lot of people think that trading is just crypto, but actually I trade gold, I trade Nasdaq, and I trade Bitcoin. So I'm trading all three of these markets, and I'm doing it here on tradexn.com because they have the lowest fees, they have zero commission, and they have very low spread. So as a trader, it's important to understand it's all about saving on pips. Right now, how do you save on pips? The way I do it is obviously on pullbacks, and I'll go through pullbacks, the pullback strategy, how I use them, but also on fees. So I've actually heard someone tell me at one point that, oh, I'm looking for a broker with the highest spread. And I'm like, wait, you're looking for a broker with the highest spread? And they're like, yeah, highest spread. And I was like, the spread is the fee that you're paying. And they're like, oh, but isn't it the higher, the better it is? So a lot of people have a lot of these misunderstandings when it comes to these things. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to clarify that, just come here, ask your questions. If you don't know, I'll help you. Remember, don't ever pay me anything. Don't ever send me any money. All you got to do is come here, ask your questions, learn. It's completely free. If you guys want access to the range bars, and plus I've made a whole bunch of videos for you guys, how I set stop loss, how to set take profit, risk management, risk reward ratio, leverage, all of those things. And they're like 1 to 2 minute videos. So it's not even like, you don't even need to have a long attention span. You can just watch these videos. They're very quick. You can learn something, and it's available completely for free. So make sure you give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio, okay? And where I'm trading is tradexn.com. So let's see here. Once you get into position, you lose because of the spreads. Pablo, so here's the thing. You are right. But what it really comes down to is understanding that, as long as you find a broker that has decent spread and low commission, it does make a huge difference. Because over here, for example, on Bitcoin, the spread is only 10. Like, I was actually looking at a couple brokers, just a couple days ago, and I saw some brokers with like 70 spread on Bitcoin. Over here is only 10. So all of my stop loss and take profit is set to 50 points. If I enter a trade on one of those brokers, I'm already like hitting my stop loss instantly. So at least over here they have zero commission and they have low spread. So that's why I've been using them for a while now. But yeah, so remember, it's always important to hunt for the broker with the lowest fees and lowest spread. What's my biggest drawdown? So per trade, because I'm always setting my stop loss and take profit at 50 or 100 points, the max, and I'm always just using 5 lot size, the max that I can lose on a trade is $500. And there has been times where I've hit a couple stop losses in a row, and if it happens in a while, I'll just take a break. I'll come back in a bit. Maybe the market's being too volatile. Let me see if I can find one of those times for you guys. Yeah, so you see right here, negative 250, negative 260, negative 500. And then I just came back heavy with like a $650 profit, 550. Then again, stop loss. So here's the thing. What it comes down to is understanding that it's really all about consistency. And you guys can see, this is my trading history. And nobody will ever show you their trading history live, because none of those people that are there are actually trading. I come here and I trade live with you guys every single day, so you guys can really understand and see what the real process is. So make sure, if you guys want to see this, make sure you guys give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio, and you guys can get access to the range bars and the community. And where I'm trading right now is tradexn.com. That's the broker that I'm using. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it a night here. I actually just got off the flight, and I promised the guys in the Discord that I'd hop on and I'd do a live for you guys. So I'm gonna call it a night here, but I will be back tomorrow. So make sure that you guys you guys give me a follow and join the Discord link. And all right, guys, thank you guys all for being here. Have a good night. Enjoy. It's the weekend. And remember, don't waste time. If you want to learn, just join the Discord. We're all there to help. You never have to pay anything. There's I wanted to very, very heavily clarify. Remember, I will never DM you guys. I will never send you guys a message. I will never sell you anything. I don't have any special offers for you. I'm not selling a course or a bot. I'll never trade for you. And I'll never guarantee any returns or any of that stuff, okay? So there's a lot of scammers that are using my name and messaging a lot of you guys. So I want all of you guys to be very, very safe, because remember, all of this profit is just a side effect of safety, okay? It's because I'm minimizing my risk is why I'm able to be consistent and not blow the account and, just be able to, on a regular basis, grow this account. All right, Gage, what I want you to do is give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio. I've made videos on a lot of things, and you can get access to all those videos. Plus, I'll be hopping into the Discord after this live, and let's hang out, guys. Average Hooper for sure. So here's the thing. It's really all about risk management, and that's the main thing that I want you guys to take out of this. It's just to be able to be safe and learn something new every single day. Gage, you don't have Discord, just download it. It's completely free. Okay, here's the thing. I never ever message anyone on TikTok. There's too many scammers on here. So remember, just join the Discord link and we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Take care. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night.